Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to Cooking with Joe and Pat. This is our spring episodes, so we're going to try to do some things that are light and healthy and fun. Today we're going to be doing a ham steak with a raisin sauce.
The raisin sauce is a very old-fashioned recipe. My Aunt Pam used to always make it on Easter, and I believe her mother made it before her. What's fun about it is there aren't really many sauces you put on ham. And so many people have Easter hams, or over the holidays you have ham left over. This is something a little different. The fruity sauce is just a little different.
Well, usually it's a brown sugar glaze or something like that.
Yeah, it's usually on the ham, not a sauce that goes with it. So this is just something a little fun. And you could play around with it. You could put other fruits or, use some wines or stuff, but it's a very basic little sauce. Ham steaks are sort of cool. Especially this year, if you're not cooking a whole ham for the whole family, ham steaks are just perfect. That you can cook them really fast. My husband and I like to grill them with some barbecue sauce sometimes. It's a
Walter's listening to you.
Yeah, Walter.
Can you see Walter over here?
He wants to be on TV.
Walter wants to be on TV.
Walter is the star, let me tell you. Yes, you are.
He has his friend Pat.
We can't pet you right now because we've already washed. Yeah. So the ham steaks cook really fast because ham is pre-cooked. So we're just going to caramelize it really quickly with a little butter, let it warm up, and then we'll put the sauce on it. It's a really fast, easy meal, and something different you might like to try.
Sounds good.
So
let's get started.
Let's start. We're going to start with a half a cup of brown sugar. Ham being salty likes sweetness.
Now, can you use dark or light brown sugar?
You really
Doesn't matter?
could. If you like a more molassesy taste, the only difference is there's more molasses in the dark sugar. Yeah, so if you like a darker one, you sure could.
Okay.
So there we go with that. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Cornstarch is a nice thickener. It thickens fast. You don't have to do too much reducing.
Right, yeah,
basically.
it's almost when it hits it.
Basically, yeah, and you don't want to even boil it too long after it starts because you could break it down.
So 2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Then we're going to put in a teaspoon of dry mustard. And mustard is always nice with ham, and it also just adds a sharp, tang to it. I like dry mustard a lot.
Yeah.
It's a 2 teaspoons we want. And of course you could have more if you like, but.
I mean, these are just basically to taste almost.
2 tastes. Then we're going to add a cup and a half of water and just stir that for a minute.
Okay.
You're the stirrer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's the stirrer. He does it
This is
well.
why they pay me the big bucks.
Exactly. And worth every penny.
Now remember, we do this in conjunction with the Hillcrest YMCA. They are the ones that so give us the ability to do this and to come to you and teach you all the little tricks that we know. I mean, it's not like either one of us have cooked in 5-star kitchens.
Nope.
We're home cooks.
Well, your
Pat's a
kitchen
little
might be
trained.
5-star.
Yeah, but we just do this because we enjoy doing it. And eating and cooking, are some of the best joys in life.
And something that you always want to share with people.
So how many raisins?
About a half a cup. I tend to put a little more in because I'm fond of raisins, but Joe, we're going to put some cider in too, and as you probably know, when you have cider and fruit and stuff, that's sort of an old agrodulce, isn't it? Agrodulce?
Agrodulce? What is that?
Sweet sour, isn't it? I think it's Italian is what I think it is.
Oh, sorry.
Well, here. That sweet sour that's on.
We'll have Tim check it on Google when we take a break.
It means sweet sour, but I think certain areas of Italy like to do a sweet sour, the raisin and the capers and stuff together.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I threw it to you and you didn't throw it back.
Didn't throw it back. Sorry.
We're going to put a little bit of cider vinegar. It could be white wine vinegar, but the fruity cider works just great. There's that sweet sour. And it's not very sour, it just adds a tang.
Yeah.
Vinegar always brightens things, as does lemon juice. And we're going to put a little lemon juice in too.
So both.
Yeah, give it that brightness.
And how long does this simmer on the stove, or does it boil?
We're going to bring it to a boil and then reduce it, and it'll take probably 2 minutes.
Okay.
And in that time, we'll cook the ham.
There you go.
Okay, we're good to go. Shall we walk over to the stove?
Yeah, let's get over to the stove. You coming, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
When the sauce is done, we'll just, what they call velvet it or smooth it out by stirring in a little butter at the end just to add that richness. You notice what we didn't put in there? Salt.
Because the ham's
Because
salty.
the ham is salty, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are just ham steaks that you buy in the grocery store. There's 2 in here. They're about almost a ½ inch thick. And
And of course, if you cooked the ham and had some left over, you could use your own slices. You can buy the big steaks with the bone in. These are just very simple. Let's see.
front,
Yeah, we'll put this on just to heat a little.
how high?
Medium, just to.
Now, for perfect transparency, I am not a big ham lover. So this is going to be new for me to taste, and I will taste it and give you my honest opinion, but I'm not a big ham person.
So we have to thank Joe. He's doing this just for you guys. We're gonna hope he's happy, because he'll let us know.
I'm always happy.
So Joe, this sauce is not extremely potent. And that's because ham is extremely flavorful. When you're cooking a sauce or something to go with, you have to think about what is going on. If you're making, say we were making poached cod, we would want a really strong flavored sauce because otherwise there's no flavor between the 2 of them.
Right.
You know, that's flat sauce and the flat fish, you wouldn't get a lot of flavor. When you have something like ham, it's got a lot of flavor already. We want to just enhance it. So we don't need to make a huge production of the sauce.
Well, I mean, and ham is a cured meat.
Exactly. And we're just gonna let this, will cook extremely fast. I'm gonna throw this out, because Walt would probably like it.
Walter's the extra guest today. He seems to want to be a part of everything lately.
Walt is our favorite guest. Not that I don't love you guys, but
Oh, I
you know
get
how
it.
excited I am to see Walt.
Okay, so we're going to bring this to a boil, and
Exactly.
then we're going to turn it down to a simmer.
Yeah, and it's only gonna take a couple minutes, just as this is. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. So this is pre-cooked. It just needs to get some browning on it, get a little flavor in it.
And the browning's the caramelization.
The natural sugars or the sugars from the cure that's in there. We call it caramelization, but it's actually the Maillard principle, and it's some chemical
Another
thing.
word, I don't think it's
It's
Italian.
some chemical thing. I don't think that is. It's some chemical thing where the natural proteins turn brown and make things delicious, and we'll call it caramelization.
Come a little close, Tim, and take a look at both these.
Got a little sizzling
A
going.
little sizzling with the ham. It's going to build the crust and the caramelization. We have the sauce, which is starting to bubble up. You can see where the sugars are kind of like caramelizing in themselves in the pan. So it's already starting to get thick. You can feel it as you...
And you can see that rich yellowy brown color. It's really different than a gravy. It's different than so many. It's just a very unique thing, and it's sort of fun to do something different.
You know, what we want to try to do is give you more options. You know, we tried doing some of the appetizers, we're doing some of the side dishes. We want to look at some of the main dishes too, to give you an idea of things that you can cook in really not that much time. You know, it takes maybe 30 minutes to get everything prepped and cooked. And
You could do
this
this.
is so easy.
Yeah, you could do this. People could be walking in the door to your house, and you could be putting it on, and it would be fine.
So this came to a boil. I'm turning it down.
Okay, and you can see how it's
It's
thickening up
nice
already.
and thick already. I mean, you can see the thickness.
And we're getting some browning here too.
It's really, this is really fast, you guys.
I knew how to. You can also see that the butter is browning a little too, and brown butter always adds a nice flavor.
Nice nutty
to it.
flavor to it.
Absolutely. So let's take a look. See how we're getting the brown spots on it?
That looks good.
We'll give it about a half second, well, more than half second, half a minute more, and flip. So we have some good recipes coming up.
Yeah. You want to tease a little bit?
Yeah. Joe was talking about a fast, full meal. We have a chicken with beans and artichokes that is, can it get easier than that?
Yeah.
And the flavors are incredible.
Are great. I'm going to do another side dish for you, some orzo. And hopefully, as we go on, I'm practicing a little bit on making pasta, fresh pasta. And maybe we'll do a fresh pasta show on how to make some fresh pasta.
That would be incredible. Joe made some cavatelli that really looked professional. See, did you post a picture on our site?
Not yet. I will post a picture on the site.
It'll be on our site too. You'll be very impressed with how fresh. Now, this, you take it as far as you want. The sauce is basically done. The ham, for my taste, I would go just a little browner, but that's because I like it.
Yeah, I think I like things browner too.
But it's actually done and fine. Let me get a little bowl and we'll put some sauce in. I'm gonna walk away with him.
I'm gonna get a ladle. Put our sauce in. Which one do you want to use, Pat?
Oh, that little brown one.
I'm sorry, I thought you were coming behind me.
I forget where I am sometimes.
So we want to get some
Don't burn
raisins,
yourself.
right?
Yes, we sure do. And why don't we take this guy?
Okay.
He's looking pretty good.
Simple. You know, what we try to do, we're not trying to plate these things fancy for you. Just simple, simple fare.
Oh, you know what we didn't do is stir in the butter.
To the sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We want to finish that after it's ready. And you can see, so we just put it back in. We're going to stir in about 2 tablespoons of butter. It's going to add a little richness to it.
Give the butter some time to melt.
And having the stuff out like that is called mise en place. It makes things easier to use, but it also lets you know, guess what? We didn't put the butter in. You see it there. You don't have to stop and think, did you?
I thought you were using more Italian words.
No, this is French. You can tell by my bad accent.
Excuse me.
Allergies. Yeah.
Pollen is out.
Things are blooming. Things are blooming.
So the butter's melting.
See how it makes it just rich and velvety?
It helps with the thickness too.
It does. It does.
Okay.
So mise en place was one of the first things I learned in cooking school. Put your ingredients out so you don't forget. It basically means things in its place. Here's the big test. Is Joe gonna like it?
Joe's gonna like it. I'm gonna put a little bit of dried parsley on it
That
just
would
to
be
give it
pretty.
some color.
That would be pretty. So if you're having people over for the holidays or for where you're buying a ham, you could use the whole ham and just make the sauce with it as a little extra. If you're just having the 2 of you or your small group, let's go over to the counter and our taste tester will see what's happening.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
This is the first for
Because
me.
he's honest,
Tim, do you like ham? I can't remember.
I do.
I think these ham steaks are one of the secrets of fast cooking in the grocery store that people don't think about. That's hot. Ooh. We're all holding our breath.
It's got the sweetness, a little bit of tart. You
Yeah.
can taste the mustard.
Just
a little
tang to it, yeah.
The ham isn't bad.
Well, that's the part.
Like I said, I'm not a
Can't
ham
control.
person,
Yeah.
but I like the brown, the crunchy, the caramelization. So this would be a pass for me. I would
Because
have,
it's not on ham.
I would
Yeah.
eat it for dinner, it wouldn't be one of my
It wouldn't be your
first
top.
choices.
How do you like the sauce?
I
though?
love the sauce.
The sauce is really good.
The sauce is really good.
I think the sauce would be very good on just pork chops or pork loin or something too.
The sauce has got it's an interesting taste. It is
It's
light.
like nothing else.
It's sour and sweet at the same time. What's that word called?
Agrodolce.
Agrodolce. You have to say it like I do because you know.
Because I'm not.
So that took us all of maybe 15-20 minutes.
and
Ham steak with
raisin,
raisin
sauce.
sauce.
So,
Old time family recipe
from Aunt Pam,
from Aunt Pam.
my favorite aunt. Yes. Give it a try. Let us know if you try it. It's something different. Try it on the ham. If you don't like the ham, try it on some pork. It would be very,
I bet it would
very
taste
good
great
on
on
pork. That pork products, pigs go well with fruit. Pigs go well with fruit. So this is a nice something different that probably your guest or your family hasn't tried.
Well, we hope you enjoy it. You know us. We love to eat. So happy eating, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.